A lovely day at the beach, at the creek there, down the bottom you can see. And this is the old place where the old pearlers used to stay, down here where the tamarins are. That's what's left. Uncle's just going to check what he's caught. So I'm just going to wait for him, my mum's young brother. Help him out. He's getting a little bit on, but he still likes to go fishing and gets going, which is really good. Grounds us, country keeps us happy and good as we move through everything. The brokenness of the people and, the heavy drinking and the homelessness and the brokenness of the youth and, trouble and crime with the police and the disgusting ice that's been brought in here. So I've asked all the light holders and the cops, don't kill my kids. We're working together to start solving these problems. The same with the dog and cat problems and stuff. We're going to come together and sort out the issues associating with all that stuff, with SAFE and Broom. And so how do we work these things out properly together? I did have one of my cousins when I went to go and visit my nephew, who's really heavy on it. Hold him, give him so much love. You just hold him. Someone's got to do it. But I was surprised anyway. But out of all people, my little young brother, my mum's young sister for son said, "Well, what about setting up a rehab for us?" And I said, "I'd love to do that. Music to my ears. I'm glad you asked. Part of the New Earth Dreaming. Rehab for all of us, So anyway, and you got to keep your energy clean, and I deal with a lot of these energies and attachments in people, in my people, and we used to have a clearing ground. We used to clear lost entities and demons, whatever you want to call them. They're just old energies, and people have sold their souls, and they're just lost, and they just wander the universe and the realms, just wanting to attach themselves to a host. So with clearing the ground and holding my light and using my fire stick to burn and incinerate the old energies, the low vibe and the trauma and the yuckiness. I have to make sure that I clear my space every evening, every night before I go to sleep. So it's really important to clear your space and clear your energy space, so that you're not bringing in everyone else's energy into your space, and you're like, what's going on with me, and all that stuff. So it's important to do that. So I'm just going to switch it over, and that's our beautiful creek there. And as my dead grandmother in the light of the full moon said, we are the wide eyes from the dark place of the mangroves, and it's good. You can see everything from the dark. If you switch these artificial lights, you can see everything. So, and also if I don't use these eyes, I still can see you. Anyway, it's a beautiful thing. But comes with a lot of responsibility, and I'm really happy to be home and with the people and connecting in with the people, with everyone on the ground, and all my kids. They're big now and they're having babies. I get to see all their little grannies. So, and they're petitioning me. They want the music and the song, and they're coming together. Kujara. So here's the gungara tree. And it's amazing because I just come down here and I wanted some gungra, mabu. Gunga berries really lovely to eat too as well. And they got little thorns on them, so they're prickly. It's really good. So they'll prick off anything that is not allowed to come in. So I'm going to get some of these roots from it. They're the best parts, and I've been wanting to. They're really beautiful. They're ancient. They're like our sandalwood. And down south of Perth, they have these beautiful sandalwood trees. So that's our gungara and it's really beautiful wood, yellow in the in core when you go deep into the root system. So I just want to mabu gungara, my gamini, my grannies, ngai gamini, bura buru, come to Ox for some of your beautiful smoke wood to clear entities and clear my space. So I'd like to say thank you for your protection and for clearing my energy and my thoughts, my emotions every day, and everyone else as I move through in the clearing ground, clearing and activating and supporting the people and all my kids to rise with this land that I am, Mabu. So look at that. It's a lovely root system here. So look at that beautiful root that I got from the Gungara. How beautiful. We just got the Broom Road up here. So it's down there. My uncle lives in that area where he says there's just a lot of broken people and a lot of junkies here. And I said, yeah, no one's been looking after our people anyway. I'm glad I'm back, being a way shower and supporting people and listening to the mob. So, and it was interesting because once I went to go and see Uncle there, I had a young fella come and sing out for me, Auntie, and all the little guys with their scooters. Yeah, we'll get some scooters for you, mob. Said we'll get some scooters for you, mob, too, eh? All right. Beautiful. Yeah, and that young fella in that area is saying he'd like to grow some trees and gardens and put up a shade up there. And I said, yeah, I'll give you some food trees, some food seeds to put there. So your mob got there and it's good, and I support you. So it was good, really, really good for that young fella to come and connect in with me and share an ox. So it's a beautiful, it's good. I'm feeling the people and I'm moving with spirit. I'm not in control. I'm just flowing with it, as I've always done in my walk of life. Even when I went home to take on the chair's responsibility in 2004, it was because my auntie was dying of breast cancer at age 40, 45, and she, with my people and my mom and my dad and all of them, were the ones that, especially from my mom and my dad, and then my dad's younger sister, Auntie Liz, continuing on with the administration and bringing on our independence, breaking away from the mission and wanting to set up that way. So it's been a long journey, but we know how to apply this now, and I know how to apply this properly for the people on the ground, for the people, and always for the people. So it's and that no one should have to go through cancer. And what is cancer? Silence like a cancer grow, and the trauma and everything in the body that's stored and not addressed, and the body gets sick, and it's saying, please help me, please work with me. So big journey. And from that I didn't know what I was going to do. I told my manager and everything, just cancel all my gigs. I don't know what's going to happen next. And there I was, running for chair, because I remember coming home on my journeys back and sitting with my sisters and them all talking about what's happening on the ground and how things are and the injustice and the brokenness and all that. And I stood up. I remember standing up on my feet and saying and I was saying all this stuff, and my sister said, you're right, you got a ticket to fly. You got a ticket to fly. But some of us don't. And I said, yes, well, one day I'm going to come home and I'm going to activate you all with a ticket to fly. She's got a ticket to fly. So that's the ticket to fly. Contract law, law of the sea, trades, goods and services, trust, and a common law on the land. Common sense, common unity, common marketplace, all on the ground for the people, not for the political and judicial system who've sold out to the banks. Yeah. money, 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 money. Well, money is energy. And I stand for real life. So thank you, Gongra. So that's how I started on the ground and kept moving, and why I'm here. And Mum reminding me of how they started their little first Bickle Bay shop. Yes. And their little groups together, and all those who've gone, and Mum's here, and just thinking about them in living memory and saying thank you, and that we move it forward. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So that's the Gungra. Do some smoking. Smoke everything. Mabu mabu rangi boro borap 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 rangi boro mabu mabu meliara mabu 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 mijala mabu Wida jando wadbo jando rangi boro mabu 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 Mijala Mabu, live living here. Rangi Boro, lightning spirit earth ground. Rangi Boro, Mijala Mabu, Kalang. White cockatoo. Mabu, Mijala Mabu. Ijalana ngajubora bugarigara kulara babo Mejalana mabu Rangi boro Mejalana mabu Rangi boro Wadbo jando, Wida jando, Wadbo jando, Wida jando, Rangi boro, mabu mabu. The sea mob there come down and had a good feed of jalga malga, the bombshells, the sea snails. Really good for colds too, clears mucuses. And you're eating good from country as well. You know, you got 75% of the essence, the spirit, the energy of it, and the 25% of the 3D, the material matter of the food. So live food is really important because the essence is really important with the 3D. And that's why we have these seasons. And over there, the mob been going down there, so still all right. Been telling the Shire they need to cease and desist spraying the toxic sprays. Really bad. The Lady Swan sent a cease and desist a couple of years ago. Even with the COVID and stuff, I think our mob were in for about a year and a bit, and then bang, we're just like, we're gonna get out. And all I want to say in terms of all that, in those who got injected and those who didn't get injected, is that I, as creation, and who I am in new earth creation, is pretty much left in neutral for everyone. You know, it's like I said to my little sister who got injection. I said, well, some of those of us who haven't got the injection say that those who got injection are all going to die and get sick, and I'm not going to endorse that story because that's all a part of the separation, pain body separation. Look there, you've got a little gulgering whirlwind. I'm just going to spirit moving, chuck that. Thank you very much. You see, I'm talking about energy. There's someone moving through. Thank you. Chuck sand. Clear it. So What I'm saying is, even those who gave their soul can come home. Majalbi, earth ground. You'll be given a seed from the mother tree. That's mabu mabu for you. Okay? For we are the white eyes from the dark place of the mangroves.